They've done it. The absolute madmen, they've done it. The most obvious and yet needed UI change. UX change. In video game history has finally arrived. A new patch for Planet Coaster's out, and with it, the ability to train staff and adjust staff salaries without actually forcing you to go into each individual staff member's profile. This is amazing. I'm super excited. There's new blueprints and stuff like that, as well as some quality of life changes. But for now, we're just gonna have a fun time playing Planet Coaster with one another, and now probably not struggling as much as we've struggled to train staff here. So how have things been going? Honestly, like, there's been a little bit of a backlog, and I've seen people say things like, Northernlion, please at least rotate your trees. Like, it's getting to the point where it's a little ridiculous. But go back and look into how my last park looked at this point. It was straight up just parking lot style. Like, grid, flat, no terrain, no topography. And what do we have here? We have terrain. We have topography. We're working on like a pirate themed section of the track, or of the park right now. And we're making a lot of money. We actually are doing extremely well. Whoa, I wonder if it's default change to day instead of time. That makes a lot of sense as well. Do we have any other pirate-themed roller coasters? Or rides for that matter. Again, we could do a water ride, but Fruit of the Flume might have sunk us last time, so I don't know if I really want to do that. We do have these new blueprints here. So here's the Screamer, which we can't afford, but we can at least look at. And there's the Neophis, which again we can't afford, but at least we can look at. Maybe we can make our own like ramshackle version of that in the future. But for now, I actually think that it would be wise for us, first off, yeah, continue to train Happiness Low? Rudolph Wagner, I don't know why he hates life so much. This is so much better. I'm gonna spend like the whole episode just looking in here. But I think we should get some research done. And maybe we should start doing some marketing, but honestly, we already are doing some marketing. Research is going very well for us right now. So free spinning, track ride, magical moments, a crazy classic, Tiki Cheeky Gulpy. I think we should get Gulpy and maybe a thrill ride as well. We've got 2 coasters. I don't think we need to throw another one down immediately. Because my park is the greatest park that's ever been built, it's easy to forget that, No. Rudolph Wagner! I get paid what I'm worth. I can do more work than this. What if I make a priority pass 250? I've invested too much money in... Yeah! Oh, no. He got so excited and then immediately not. He's gonna leave. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. You're kind of like boxed in here. You got like 6 inches of space. I should really quit my job. This job is beyond a joke. Oh, look! There you go. He got a priority pass. Money isn't really an issue. He's coming back. He's coming back, boys. Okay, give him some time. Rudolph Wagner, now that I've lowered the price of priority passes, he can make it happen. He can make it better. Well, maybe we can have this section of the park. Let me be real with you. I should probably save before I do this, because this could go terribly wrong. I want to do some more terraforming, because I kind of want to have, like, a water section of the park. Not a water park, but a section of the park that is underwater. Or at least, sorry, has water surrounding it. So, like, we're doing a pretty good job with this so far. But I want to keep the water coming. So I want to, like, stretch out the kind of like island area that we've got going on here. And I don't know if the water is just going to expand to fill its container the way it does in real life, but we'll see. And the idea is maybe I could put another ride on top of like the same sort of island structure that we've got going on and have a cool little pseudo kind of water parky thing going on, if that makes sense. And sure, it's going to spend money, but I'm more interested in having this park look good and be logically designed than I am about simply min-maxing profits. That's the kind of guy I am at Planet Coaster, apparently. Plus, I found a trick to give us infinite water at no cost to ourselves. So if we were going to make another roller coaster over here, we should probably throw down, like, the Psychola. Why the Psychola? because it's... My wife's life's work has broken down. We'll refurb that if we have to. Basically because it's circular, so because of the fact that it's circular, we can just have it sit on an island and it should be relatively easy to do. We'll research a Tiki Chiki as well. By the way, in case you're curious, like, guest happiness is ridiculous. Even though the majority opinion is, or the majority of opinions are kind of neutral because of our cues, that's something I probably should have done a better job with. Guest happiness is at, like, a ridiculous level. It's like 99, so... Sure, I probably could have done some things better, but still, considering we're also making mad money here, I think it's going pretty well. Guests think the Dragons of Camelot has a long queue. Buy a priority pass, you greedy fucks, it's $2.50. They're only pissed because the Dragons of Camelot is such a good ride. Okay, terrain, push. And we're gonna just push it out like this. Now, we're gonna need, like, more space to make Psychola on an island here, but it's all going to be worth it in the end, I think. We can adjust our paths if we have to give ourselves a little bit more space. Like, I want this to be like you're walking along, like you're walking the freaking plank right now, you know what I mean? You probably know what I mean. It's the most used trope in, like, any film or media property involving pirates. You're probably aware. See, like, it's a little hideous, and it's got really jagged edges that don't really make sense, but you get the idea. Okay, and then just continue to push this out. And I'm trying to go slow because it's a lot easier to terraform more than it is to go back in time and terraform less, which is actually not literally true, because you can just press Control Z and fix that, but... Oh, by the way, another thing that was added in Planet Coaster here, in the most recent update, is Ride, I think it's called Ride Prestige. So, you actually, your roller coasters and your other rides get old, and that affects how people want to go on them. So I'm assuming that the way that that works is that if a ride is too old, people go, I don't want to go on your old-ass ride, Grandpa. Give me the new stuff. Give me the stuff with the Samsung Gear VR headset. And then, they're going to be less excited to go on stuff like that, more excited to go on new stuff that you've recently built. So, I think that that's something we will we'll see as things go on. I mean, let's just hover over the Roctopus here. Whoops. Where's, like, Ride Prestige? There you go. 291. This is the appeal and value of a ride to guests. It increases by improving the ride experience or adding nearby scenery. Could be worse. Probably. We're actually, like, finishing research too quickly here. But the problem is, you make too much money, you start to expand, that's where things become problematic. Look at that! Prestige! 873! People are in love with this. Anyway. Continue with the terrain just ever so slightly here. I don't think we have too much more to go. And we've got kind of like a cool water-themed area. And as far as I'm concerned, we could put a Tony Hawk's kickflip out here. And that wouldn't be, like, the end of the world or anything like that. Like, can Psychola... Can it fit? I think it would fit, and the queue would not be ridiculously bad. So let's do that. First off, terrain. We're gonna flatten the surface. And then pull out, like, a little island here. Like that. I know what you're thinking. Holy crap, has NL actually figured out how to use the terraforming? Oh, it's all logical. Elementary, my dear Sherlock. Okay, get this done. That looks relatively fine considering we're just going to be building a ride on top of it. Psychola. We should make the island just a little bit smaller. Because I don't want terrain to stick out. I'd much rather have the appearance of it floating than have the appearance of it sitting on a rock in here. I don't know if this is like flatten this out. Now I've gone against what I just did and probably cost myself needless money. No, you know what? I think that that's fine. So we'll place Psychola down on top of that. That looks pretty cool. It's like a little slice of cheese on top of a hamburger island. So you know what this ride's gonna be called? Take a guess. Un island du hamburger. We're gonna place the entrance over here. Why over here? Because we can place the exit over here and share a path. And then we're going to place the exit over here. And we made money that month. Not as much as I would like, actually, but we made money. And we'll just get our queue sensible. So I've been, like, really making these serpentine queues. And people are relatively displeased by this. Perhaps we should just make our queue one serpent, like that. And then we want paths. You can open this up. And we're using cobblestone. Should be able to connect just fine. And there you go. We even sort of avoided a dead man's curve sort of situation there. Okay. I like this, like, aquatic area we've got going on here. Now, we do have some problems. Like, for example, this doesn't really have any Q rating whatsoever. Are people still going to go on it? Oh, yeah. People are still going to go on it, which is sweet. And let's invest in some, like, actual awesome scenery. Like, blueprint-style scenery over here. Of course we could have fountains. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save the good scenery for roller coasters. Because I think that that's more pressing. Do I really want to put this out of the ground and thus have, like, an island coming out of this? Or would I rather have the fountain just sitting in the water? It makes more sense for me. I'm getting a little, perhaps, anal about this, but, come on. Rise, chicken, rise! There we go. Now we got, like, a little, well, we should flatten it out as well. Just a little area here where we can put a piece of scenery. See, that looks a lot better to me. Even though all of our islands do look like hamburger patties, this still looks a little better to me. What else can we do for Q rating here? I mean, is there any underwater scenery at all? Like, we could obviously throw down a bush collection there. Oh, we got MC Hammer's Jinko jeans. Street Fox coffee. And I kind of like our Lost Lagoon section of the park, but I would like a higher scenery rating over here. So, I mean, we could throw down, like, another fountain in the water, but that seems like a little lame, right? Well, I'll tell you what. The Cycola is not the best ride in the park to begin with. I think that this is okay, but we're going to just lower this ever so... Oh, God. Oh, Lord, what have I done? I got my money back. I got my money back. Okay. Don't worry. It doesn't need to have a 99 scenery rating is what I'm trying to get at. Just throw, like... Well, I mean, if we wanted to be the lamest people in human history, we could just place the fountain... like, at exactly the same level as the other one. What have I done? I'm now under the water. Get me out of this water! Okay, it's like around that height. Rotate, please. Well, this way. Thank you. And then terrain. Pull. And there you go. Now we have Fountain Island. I'm gonna slow that down just a little bit. Is this more hideous than when we started? I think there's a case to be made that that is indeed correct. Yeah. But what's the scenery rating? 73. I'll live with it. Just do some quick... You know, the thing is... Just remind ourselves nothing is beyond fixing. You know, you make a mistake, you correct that mistake, that's the debugging procedure, okay? There's nothing to fear as long as you're constantly iterating. So what I'm trying to, like, slice this freaking island in half. It's gonna need to be a little bit wider than that, but probably not that wide. We still made 3 grand this month, even as I've been exclusively, needlessly caring about terraforming. Okay. Just trim the sides up a little bit. It's like being a barber. You know, I could never be a barber. It's too detail-oriented for me. I think that's relatively clear. There you go. We got some rocks in here. Sure, the rock does sort of poke out from that one fountain. But they are resting on something. It's not like we've just left them floating in the ether. There you go. I think that that is actually fine. There's 2 rocks holding fountains out here. Not the best we've ever done, but not horrible. The Q rating's 73. Prestige level's decent, and hopefully we've got people coming into this section of the park. Let's do a... Yeah, no kidding. Dragons of Camelot has a long queue time. Let's do standard park management stuff. Staff. Workload is high for Dex R. I don't know why, but that's fine. Everybody's getting pay bonus here. If you're a janitor and you're not working hard, you should not be pleased. What is Sheena Coates doing? What's her... I don't understand what her job is. She's in the information booth? Open it up, dude. We gotta sell some freaking priority passes. I don't think we actually will sell priority passes, or at least not many, but, wait. There you go. We even got, 26 cents back. Or maybe we spent 26 cents, but either way, that's acceptable. Are people throwing up when they get off these rides? What's the nausea rating? High enough to be somewhat frightening. Scenery. Bin. Right. Custom. Bin. If you're playing the Northernlion Planet Coaster drinking game, I apologize. Throw some barrel garbage cans at the exit here. And I do have a bathroom, right? Do I not have a bathroom over here? Like, what is... Oh, no, I have toilets. Okay. And we have a Chief Beef, but it's just a Chief Beef, right? It's not like... It doesn't have a drinking establishment attached to it. Like, you're making money. Why am I not getting people saying, this place is making me thirsty? I'm not going to train you if you're using the information booth. Okay, guest happiness is still lovely. We did complete a challenge that I forgot to mention. We got over 140 scenery rating. Build a coaster with 8 excitement. Build a coaster with an average speed of at least 40 miles an hour. Apparently, Michael L. Fox's new coaster ticks all those boxes, so we should really go back and get that one. I forget what it's called, though. It's not Hidden Dimensions, I'll tell you that much. This park is great. 100% this park is amazing. I don't want to leave. Yo, I am the world's greatest creator. Just looking at rides, we can now see prestige ratings. So the Dragons of Camelot is beloved. Everything else is doing okay at best. How's Rob's Redemption handling this new... Oh, that's my wife's life's work, of course. What's the prestige rating? That's pretty good. I'm not queuing that long to go on it, though. Yeah, give me a refurbishment. And then, how's Rob's Redemption doing? It made us 550 bucks last month, which is not bad. And I'll get a quick refurbishment on that. And I guess we have 3 coasters instead of 2. That's my mistake. Well, as always, we could just make this extremely dense in here. Like, I don't necessarily see a good reason not to, you know, just throw down... I mean, one thing we have to ask ourselves is how long do we want this lagoon to be? I think it actually makes sense to have like 3 rides over here, but I also think that if I put another ride down and spend the next like 15 minutes terraforming, people are gonna be like, "Are you out of your mind?" I'm not gonna watch that shit. You're the one who's out, Gabi, out of his mind. 38%. I'm not waiting on queue that long to go on the Dragons of Camelot. Okay, you know what? Pause. Close the ride. Apparently, if you hold the delete key and then mouse over paths. Oh, there you wait. There's a delete path button. This is a new era for me. So what I'm thinking is really that I'm not going to adjust this very much. I'm just going to put a serpentine section at the very beginning. Where did the roller coaster go? Can I... thank you. Yeah, that was what I didn't mean to delete the whole roller coaster, if you don't mind. So, like, delete all these paths. Is this delete path button always been here and I'm an idiot? Or is this a new function that is, going to change my life drastically? Because this is, like, a huge quality of life improvement. I'm gonna design this path in such a way that is probably super suboptimal. However, that's okay by me. So what's the secret? That's the secret right there. That's gonna shorten the queue time by like 45 minutes. And then at the start of this, we're still gonna throw in our serpentine section. Because I know that this ride has high demand. It's gonna be an ugly queue. I'll just accept straight up. This is not gonna be an attractive queue, but it is at 99% as is. Oh, the ride's untested. Yeah, sure, okay. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, get some chili, get the message. Why are we at minus 3,000 this month? Like, maybe when I deleted the coaster, I accidentally got a lot of construction costs for rebuilding it or something. But the idea is maybe the queue will be full now, but people will be spending more time in our park. So I think that's a smart idea. Okay, coaster with 8 excitement, coaster with 40 miles an hour. Like, this thing is gonna fill up super quickly. And let me guess, now people will be pissed because the queue is full. Because it is going to fill up quite quickly, but that's fine. Okay. And we're making money again. I mean, we honestly, we're so much better off financially now than we were in the last time that I built this park. Maybe, I feel like the last thing I'm going to do probably over the course of this episode, what if we built, like, where's the boat? That's what I ask. You know, there's always the boat ride. That is it swings back and forth. We can throw down, like, Tony Hawk's kickflip over here. It's relatively small, and it will contribute to the idea that we're kind of, like, you know, in a pirate's lagoon here. And I think that that would be cool. So I am going to do one last bit of terraforming, and I know you're like, please, no! Stop! No, you're not wrong. But I also think this will help contribute to the illusion that this is kind of like a pirate-themed area, you know? We'll have water on both sides of this path, and then when you walk over it, you'll be like, whoa. This is like an actual... Look at that. When you walk over it, you'll be like, whoa, this is like an actual, like, canal system or something here. You know, it'll be like you're in Venice or something like that. So then we look at the... that was surprisingly easy, by the way. We could build a larger ride. Like, we could put MC Hammer's Jinko Jeans over here. But the problem is, I don't really want to build MC Hammer's Jinko Jeans, because when people go on it, they just freaking throw up everywhere. So... let's actually flatten the foundation and crank these down a little bit. Basically, we don't need this much space for Tony Hawk's Kickflip Factory, so... just create, like, a slightly lesser area over there. Pull this out of the water, rotate it so that it's like that. I think that's good. And then we're going to make, like, the world's worst square island in the middle of this. Sheena has quit. Information sucks. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for... really appreciate the golden ray of sunshine. We might need to crank up the intensity here. We made $8,000 last month. Holy crap. That might be the single highest amount of profit I've ever had in this game. And all I've done is move heaven and earth to make these beautiful and yet hideous islands. So just crank this down to the surface of the earth. No, but like, stop like, it's warping the other side of the island. Which, okay, you know what? We'll clean it up later. That's fine. You can't expect to just get it nailed 100% first try. That's actually, I'm relatively happy with that. Let's do the smart thing. Place entrance. Now, this is going to bother me because it is not centered with respect to these paths. I think that's a little better. We want them to exit over there and maybe enter over here. So let's place the queue entrance right there. Dragons of Camelot has been fixed. That ride cannot go down. So if you could keep that fresh, that would be good. Now, I'm not building every ride with the priority pass, and, you know, that's probably, like, a bad idea. We should probably make sure that every ride has a chance to have a priority pass, but we're kind of caught in this weird situation right now where this queue is going to be hideous. We're caught in this weird situation right now where, like, what is this? Where I don't want to invest in, like, our information booths because our information booths are pissing me off. You know, our employees there have no respect for society and decorum. They take my training and then they just quit. I don't think we want to go down that low then. Oh, we actually might not want to go down at all. Intersecting terrain? There you go. Now, what are we going to do about a ride exit? That's just like a fantastic question. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, just hold up a second. This is just life, man. We've made mistakes, and now we're learning how to deal with it. So, for some reason, the queue rating is already... Operations, move exit? Maintenance? No. Customize, move exit. There we go. Throw it over here. The queue rating is already decent there. It's like shades of old NL are coming in here. Move the park bin. It's, for some reason, Tony Hawk's kickflip is always the one that's fucked up, you know? So, what's going on now? I mean, it should be working. Kickflip 5? No, this is going to be the burn twist. I want to go on kickflip 5! Yeah, okay. We're just going to leave this open while we clean up the rest of the shit island here, basically. Oh, I missed that track. Wait, can we make this just play the Whirly Rig song? Give this a sec. What is the Whirly Rig song? I only know it as Whirly Rig song. Is this it? Let's see. That is it. The Ballad of Tentaflu. Probably the hottest track of 2016, if I'm being honest. Wait, you know, it might seem like I'm just doing this to be memey, but let's be real. This is the pirate section of the park. If not everything is playing the Ballad of Tentaflu, we made a terrible mistake somewhere down the line, didn't we? Apparently people are, like, somehow into that. So they're, like, going on Psychola? Nah, dog. The Ballad of Tentaflu instrumental version. Rocktopus? I'm thinking that maybe we'll give you the Ballad of Tentaflu. Beautiful. Okay. We have 32... Do you guys think Guns of Camelot has a long queue time? I know it's not called the Guns of Camelot, but still. Good lord. I'm a little surprised, I have to be honest. We need a better queue rating here, and you know, what's the best way to get a better queue rating? Let's redeem myself, perhaps somewhat, with scenery. So we're in the pirate section of the park. Get some palm trees going here. People told me, hey, idiot, when you're placing any trees, press Z every once in a while. Just throw some rotation in here so it doesn't look completely uniform. Look, I really don't have an eye for design, to be honest with you. I understand that this looks like a little alien. Or a little artificial because it's so uniform, but it's something, man. At least it's a little splash of green. That is our timer for this episode, but I'm not quite done with this. We only have 28%. That's unlikely to get, like, that much better here, but, get some better palm trees here. Some better palm trees. Excuse me? Rotate, please. I recognize this is kind of a lazy way to make scenery. I also recognize that, to the best of my knowledge, palm trees don't grow underwater. Just imagine that there's like little tiny islands that are helping this. 58%. No, I'm not gonna finish until we're higher than that. Anchor. You know, we don't need much. Just get a little anchor going on here. Why would you be raised out of the earth to that degree? There's an anchor there. You know, 2 anchors at the entrance. 61%? Alright, well that's gonna do it for now. We've continued to work on our pirate section of the park. I like the little water theming that we got going on here, but, you know, hit and miss. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.